home show in Huntsville. Everyone already knows this face. He's on top of it. You hear it all the time. How's it going, Heath?
It's going good. Just hanging out at the Huntsville Home Builders Association home show, meeting all the customers, trying to score some more jobs for the spring.
You know, they come out, they put their name on a list for you to come out, give them estimates, or tell them what all you can do, and you're like on it.
Yes, I'm on top of it. As most people know, we have them sign up for a free estimate. We go out, look at the needs that they may have for their house, give them a good price, and put them on the schedule.
What all do you do?
You know, we do a lot. I'm a licensed home builder. As you can see, we do the remodels, we do the fences, the decks, the gutters, the siding, the windows. We're a one-stop shop. We can do it all for you.
You can even build, if I have a plan and I want a new house built, you can do it from ground up.
I can do it from the ground up, or I can just do some maintenance and repair on your home.
A lot of people are staying in their homes now and just freshening things up,
Yes.
and you handle remodeling.
I handle the remodeling. I have a design team that I work with. We can sit down, figure out what's going to work best for you, give you some great ideas, and then we can make it turn into reality very quickly.
How long have you been advertising on television?
Been advertising with Jamie Cooper for several years now. It's done great for me, and we look forward to many more years.
What's that number, Heath?
My number's 256-771-0326, or you can catch me at heathdavisconstruction.com.
And how do you end a spot?
As always, Heath Davis Construction. I'm on top of it. Good job.
Hey, what'd you have to say about Eli Gold?
I said he was a wonderful fellow. He does a great job on Alabama.
Yes, he does.
Roll Tide.
First of all, interviewing a legend this morning here at the AFS booth at the home show in Huntsville, Mr. Eli Gold.
How are you?
Rarely do I get an opportunity to interview someone my age, and I've been in broadcasting almost starting my 43rd year, 2 years longer than I have. If my math is correct, you've been in broadcasting almost 45 years?
Yes.
You're the same age I am.
Yeah.
Same age as our Dusty over here.
Yeah.
You've been doing this a long time.
And I'm just sitting here trying to figure out how in the world you have such a gorgeous wife. I mean, there are some things that just don't compute in life, and this is one of them.
Well, it's like Donald Trump said, these hands are not small.
Oh, my goodness.
You probably never met somebody like me.
Well, no, my life has been good so far. Let's not ruin it here.
What do you know about foundations, fixing a foundation?
I've actually learned a lot from Dale Johnson and from the guys here at AFS. Would you want to hire me to come out and do the work? No, but I know enough about what AFS does that if you have a problem with foundations or water issues, you need to hire them.
How does a guy from New York City wind up in Alabama full time?
Well, the simple answer is I was broadcasting hockey in New York, and when hockey came south to Birmingham, I applied for the job, and I got the job. I had lived in New York City for 23 years, born and raised there, and I'd had enough of the hustle, the bustle, the traffic, the people, the rudeness, and it's my hometown, but I was ready to move. So when Birmingham got a Major League Hockey team back in the 70s, I applied for the job, and here we are.
What have you not announced a sports game?
I've not done a soccer match. I don't know. I haven't done golf, but I've done tennis. I've done everything else. I've done all the major sports and a whole bunch of minor stuff as well.
NASCAR, but the number one thing we all know you love you for here, you've been doing Alabama football almost 30 years now.
Yeah, I've been blessed. I really have. 30 years with Bama, 41 years with NASCAR. So I try to hang on to jobs if I can.
Well, you just blessed with a great voice, or what?
Well, the voice is the only one I've got. I never went to school for training or anything like that. This is the set of pipes that God gave me. So I guess from that standpoint, yes, I've been blessed.
How hard is it to do a Bama game?
Well, the hardest part is just the preparation. You know, sometimes you just have to force yourself to sit at your desk and prepare. I know the Bama players, obviously. I follow things every week. You go to practice. But when 105 guys come in from Utah State, you've got to start memorizing rosters. You've got to learn all about these guys because you'll talk about them as well. But it's not difficult if you do your homework. That's the key. Saturdays are easy as long as you're prepared. So it's the Monday through Friday that makes Saturday nice and fun and easy.
I got to ask you this. What happens if you got a sore throat on a Saturday?
Thank God it's never happened.
Never?
Never happened. I missed one basketball game. I was deathly ill years and years ago. I missed a Wednesday night game in Fayetteville, Arkansas. I just couldn't get out of bed. I mean, I was just, and I handed off to my color man that night, and Tom Roberts, who was the color man in those days, he did the broadcast. But there have been days I haven't felt well, but the show has to go on. There was a night in LSU where I kind of sounded like the Christmas goose. My voice was going, and I was struggling. But you apologize to the listeners and you go on about your business.
How would you describe the 9 years that Bama and keep going under Coach Saban? What is that like?
Well, it's been remarkable. Obviously, it's been a magical period of time. I have been so lucky to be along for the ride, but the man is remarkable. The man is just amazing. He gets more out of these kids. He and his staff get more out of these kids than the kids probably know that they have to give. I mean, it's just been remarkable to watch him. And, he's not an old man by any stretch. He's 64, but he's not 34 or 44. And the way he can relate to the kids of today is just remarkable to watch.
Of all the plays you've called in all those years, what's the onside kick in the championship game? How does that compare to everything?
Well, obviously that was huge. There are a few plays on that short list. The Terrence Cody blocked field goal against Tennessee.
You're not going to mention kick six, are you?
Well, the kick six was memorable. It certainly was not a favorite by any stretch.
Well, no.
But it was obviously a memorable play when I'd rather not see again.
Yeah, the Cody block. If we had won that one, we might have won another national championship. We would have.
You got to play the games as they unfold. But yeah, the onside kick was spectacular. There, the Upchurch touchdown at Auburn was big. There have been so many.
What's left in store? You got a restaurant down in the Birmingham area. You live there. What is next in store for a man who's doing broadcasting more years than I have? And what are you going to do next?
I just keep going. I love what I do. I absolutely love what I do. And, you always hear about people saying that they're never going to retire because they are afraid they'll pass away as soon as they do. I don't necessarily take that line of thought, but, I've spent a lot, so you've got to keep working. My financial guy tells me I can retire 8 years after. He says I can retire 8 years after I die. So I'm just going to keep working. I mean, I love what I do. I still get excited about going to the next game, to the next race. I still enjoy walking onto the next airplane.
Are you ever home?
I'm home about 150 days a year. I'm on the road about 200 days a year. But we've been married 37 years, and the key is we never see each other. So it's worked. So I'm home enough, but that's the lifestyle we have chosen for ourselves.
You're a legend yourself in the state of Alabama.
Well, I don't know about that. I'm older. I guess that means I've been around a long time, but I appreciate it. I love the folks here. They've been wonderful here in the state, and I'm just getting ready to announce a new contract with the university, so I'm not going anywhere.
Eli, thank you for what you do for the great state of Alabama.
My
Eli
pleasure.
Gold, the one and only. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you, man.
Right. Now, we'll get a few pictures for Facebook on our deal. Is that okay?
Whatever you'd like, sure.
Camera or deal.
Dale,
See you again.
AFS, you know what? We've been running your commercials now for a while. We've heard from some customers that you guys are Johnny on the spot.
You
are.
Johnny on the spot. Well, that is true. You know, we do have a lot of customers that call. We set up a lot of appointments here, and that's why we're at the home show today.
Okay.
We waterproof basements and crawl spaces.
Right.
We fix sagging floors, sunken concrete, bold basement walls, and actually cracked brick on the foundation wall.
And if you see any cracks or your doors don't quite shut the right way, that's a problem.
See, she already knows about it,
I
so
know
that's
about
good.
it.
That's good.
What about your radio show?
Well, I tell you, we do have a little radio show. It's called House Studs. It's and that's not Home Studs. That's House Studs. And it's a really good show. Actually, we've picked up in about 7 cities now in North Alabama. And it's just about home improvement, about landscaping and home repairs and roofing and plumbing and electrical, and everything that has to do with the house. So we really enjoy it.
Anything else you're doing in the future?
Well, you know, I am calling some football games now, and I am doing a little traveling for some little basketball teams, so and calling those. So it's getting pretty busy.
No TV show in the future, right?
You know, that's why I want to be like you, Jamie, and Gloria. Y'all have such a good time, and that's what I want to do.
You do have a wonderful guy to get some pointers on if you want to be doing those football games.
Honestly, before he gets out of here, I'm going to ask him something.
Good.
So that's good.
Well, you do a lot of good things, especially bringing Eli Gold into always making it fun for the home show. You guys do a great job.
That's it. Well, thank you, Gloria.
Thank you, Dale.
Good to
Thank
be
you very
here.
much. Glad you could come.
Thanks.